Nigerian Central Bank illegally printing money for President Muhammadu Buhari government while pretending to be fighting inflation. Ex-Central Bank Deputy Governor Mohalu, who contested to be Nigerian president in 2019 under the platform of the Young Progressive Party (YPP) and he lost to President Muhammadu Buhari, regretted that the nation's Apis Bank, which is supposed to check the excesses of the Ministry of Finance and the political elite, has compromised under the leadership of Godwin Emefiele. Hello everyone, you are welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you very much for coming out here. May God bless you all. The former Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Professor Kingsley Moghalu, has blamed the nation's worsening economy on the Minister of Finance, Zainab Ahmed, describing her facial management of Nigeria as a calamity. Moghalu, who contested to be Nigerian president in 2019 under the platform of the Young Progressive Party, YPP, and lost to President Muhammadu Buhari, regretted that the nation's Apis Bank, which is supposed to check the excesses of the Ministry of Finance and the political elite, has compromised under leadership of Godwin Emefiele. The Anambra-born political economist, who took to his Twitter handle, Moghalu Kingsley, accused the current leadership of the CBN as an appendage of the government rather than being independent. It seems itself as a quasi-fiscal agent, using its ability to print money for the government of the day, Moghalu said. He said the wheels have come off the Nigerian economy, where he described as a victim of a mismanaged fiscal space and a deeply compromised central bank that has sold its soul to politicians and private sector profiteers. Kingsley stated in the tweet, "It is not often I agree with Nigeria's Minister of Finance, Zainab Ahmed, not because of anything, but because I fundamentally disagree with what I consider her fiscal mismanagement of Nigeria. But at least she recently gave an honest assignment of how broke as Nigeria is now. As for my dear, beloved Central Bank and its governor, the less said the better for that, I believe, is the ultimate calamity. Why? Normally, the financial ministry directly answers to the president, where a federal government is not reform-oriented, as in the president or Obasanjo era, the minister can be subjected to negative political pressure of he or her is not a strong, respected, and accomplished personality like Iweala, of whom politicians were wary because she wasn't exactly into one chance pause, travel masquerading as fiscal management. Moreover, President Obasanjo protected her and her reforms. President Goodluck Jonathan strongly backed her, even if parallel other activities that were kept beyond her remit, for example, in the petroleum sector, went on, but there were a central bank is truly independent. As we were in our time, it can serve as a check in the national interest on the world's excesses of profligate politicians that often dot Nigerians' landscape of high-level public appointment. In the current scenario, the leadership of the bank evidently does not believe in the consent of central bank and independence in its operations. Rather, the bank asks how high. Once the presidency says jump, it thinks itself as a quasi-fiscal agent, using its ability to print money for the government of the day. This is what the recent seekers and parasites that benefit from this situation justify as others central banking, as in, of course, central banking in Zimbabwe. Well, what is the result today between a mismanaged physical space and a deeply compromised central bank that has sold its soul to politicians and private sector profiteers? The wheels have come off the Nigerian economy. If the CBN is busy printing money for the government through illegal ways and means lending, and then pretends to be fighting inflation by belittling rises of the monetary policy rate, and what one commentator aptly termed a dubious cash reserve ratio policy on commercial banks, how can we fight inflation successfully? Please don't tell me that inflation is a global phenomenon, just as some will mischievously or ignorantly refer to the levels of debt to GDP ratios of advanced productivity economies. There is a difference between real global challenges and us fundamentally killing our own economy with our own ends in the service of corruption, vested interests, and incompetent political leaders. The combined physical, monetary, and force calamity superintended by the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and Planning on the one hand, and the leadership of the CBN of the past 7 years on the other hand, is a tragedy for Nigeria that could have been avoided. The effects on the lives of the average Nigeria are truly sad to see. This is cautionary tale of the next president of Nigeria. If we want to renew and revive Nigeria's economy, the right politics will be to do the right thing. Let institutions that is sanitarily dependent to be so. Let competent governor critical aspects of our nation life. After all, when the positive results come eventually, the political leader will take the credit too. This is why I have urged that the problem is not an absence of competency in economics management in Nigeria. The problem is an absence of incompetent political leadership, he said. The CBN is the greatest repository of fine, competent technocrats in Nigerian public sector today. Other agencies of government have in the past relied heavily on the bank for secondments of competent personnel. The same caliber of economists and technocrats are still there. The politics at the top has tied their hands. I'm dropping it here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye for now.